Hi book friends, I'm Erin, and this is Erin Go Read. Good morning, it is Thursday the 5th. It is about 7 o'clock in the morning. The sun is up. I am in my family room. I don't normally spend a lot of time in this room. I kind of go in phases where I'll have spend more time in one room than the other, particularly like my reading spot. So this is my old reading chair. It's like an 80s little just cozy chair that I bought at a thrift shop in 2007. And I know that because it was during my husband's deployment, and I bought it to go into my bedroom at my parents' house, which I had set up as like my little tiny little apartment room kind of thing. And I read all of Harry Potter book 7 in this book, or in this chair as it came out while I was there. And anyway, it's just like the perfect cozy little chair for me. And I'm a small person, and it's a relatively small chair, so it works really well for me. And I have my beautiful Christmas tree up. So it was kind of luring me into the room a little bit to get to enjoy that. And I got my new vacuum yesterday, so it's all fresh and clean in here, and just enjoying that. So first thing I'm going to do is do some Bible study. In case you're wondering, I'm going to read a bit of Ezekiel and a bit of Luke. Those are the two books that I'm working through. Typically like to do an Old Testament and a New Testament, and maybe throw a psalm in there. And then I'm going to read a bit of Barchester Towers, and then I'll probably read a chapter or two in this. I'd really love to have like a nice reading chunk of time this morning before I get on with my day, and then I'm going to go to the gym, go be with Sam. I have a haircut in the afternoon, and then I think at noon. Yeah, at noon. And then I will probably come home and then be productive at that point. Have a productive afternoon, and probably won't read again until the evening. Check in with you later. While I'm thinking about it, a really nice, high-quality Bible is a really great gift for someone that you can be personalized, with the name on the bottom. So this is a Schulier Bible. I have actually a card. I'm going to pick it up. Schulier Bibles. And the website, it says evangelicalbible.com. So I think I just Googled Schulier Bibles whenever I was interested in it, and I can't remember how it was that I found out about them, but it's like this beautiful leather. It feels really good. It has like the raised, bars, whatever, on the spine. Mine is navy blue, and it's kind of hard to see it in the lighting right here. So it has the different, so it looks like silver, but then at an angle, it's hard to tell, it's light blue. The pages, I don't know if you're going to be able to get that effect. You're just getting the shine from it. But there's different color combinations that you can pick. So it's like, I think they call it like double gilding or something. I can't remember. I think they do it in like a gold and red effect. I can't remember the other options. There are different options that they have. They are pricey, but they're really high quality that are going to last forever. And so this, because it's such a nice Bible, this is kind of like my at-home Bible. This is the one that I do my daily Bible study in. I have a different one. It's leather bound, but it's just the quality isn't nearly as nice. That is the Bible that I like travel with, that I take to church with me. That's the Bible I write in and underline and all that kind of stuff. It's like my sermon Bible. So and it doesn't have to be this one. Just if you're looking for, a nice gift idea, particularly for a Christian, that's a really nice, thoughtful gift, and you can get their name embossed. Is that the right word? I'm not sure, but anyhow, there's that thought. This little man right here needs to go for a walk, so we're going to do that before we switch over to Barchester Towers. You want to go for a walk? Sit. Good boy. Wait. Okay. So in this book, a lot of the plot has to do with basically conversations, innuendo, and misgivings. Mr. Slope, the chaplain to the new bishop, has caused quite a stir. Mr. Hardy's daughter, Eleanor, who is now a widow, is kind of caught between two men that she actually is not even interested in, Mr. Slope and Mr. Arabin, who is a clergy member as well. And so basically all she has to do is have a conversation or receive a letter from Mr. Slope. And because he's so disliked and mistrusted by kind of her whole party, she's in the wrong just from like receiving a letter. And there's this big controversy over this. She's not in love with anybody. She is a grieving widow with a baby. But what I love about Trollope's style, at least in the Barchester Chronicles, is that there'll be little interruptions from the narrator. So let me find it. So this is a conversation between Mr. Arabin and Eleanor, Mr. Hardy's daughter. How easily would she have forgiven and forgotten the Archdeacon's suspicions had she but heard the whole truth from Mr. Arabin? But then, where would have been my novel? And that totally sums up like the whole plot line of the book is just these slights and perceived slights and these thinking that someone's intentions is something that's not. And it just continues. It's a lot of he said, she said, back and forth, people having conversations about someone else, not really knowing the whole situation. So that's where we are. So I'm just about to head out for the day. It's just after 9 o'clock. I'm gonna go to the gym and then to Sam's. I have clean clothes to change into, and then I have a haircut at noon, and then hopefully I will have a nice productive afternoon getting some work done, working on my health coaching program. On my way to the gym and as I'm driving about today, I'll be listening to Louise Penny's A Brutal Telling. That's the 5th book in the Armand Gamache series, which I just absolutely love. And for a mystery series, I love how well we get to know our inspector, our detective, Gamache, and his co-workers as well. And it's just a quaint little town of Three Pines, which is this like idyllic little village settled among the mountains and just outside Montreal. And there just always tends to be a body. So although it's this beautiful, quaint little town, just a lot of murders end up happening there. So anyhow, I am wearing I wanted to show this because I had some vlog footage of like 2 weeks ago, maybe, that is basically like the lost footage. And this shirt I'm wearing, the Semper Fi Fund, and this is the logo. They are a great charity organization that basically takes care of injured troops and their families. It used to be the Injured Marine Semper Fi Fund. Now they are just the Semper Fi Fund, and they also have America's Fund. And I'm not exactly sure what America's Fund is, like how it is separate from Semper Fi Fund. But anyhow, they have done a lot to help myself and my family ever since Sam's injury. And we had just kind of reestablished communication with them, hoping that they're going to be able to help with some nutritional needs for Sam. And my contact asked me for our clothing sizes, and she sent this huge box of clothes for both Sam and I, all with the Semper Fi Fund logo. And Nike, Under Armour, and Lululemon for both of us. Amazing. So this is a Nike shirt, which is kind of apt because I'm not feeling my most like motivated and gung-ho today. I need to go to the gym. It is squat day, and sometimes you just don't feel awesome about doing the things that you know you need to do. But that's what discipline is. You don't need motivation if you have discipline. So just do it. So I'm gonna go just do it. And 9 times out of 10, if you just do it, you just show up and begin whatever it is. Once you get into it, you're good. And then you're never, you don't regret that you didn't do it. Whether it's cleaning a bathroom or doing a workout, just do it. Just get started, and then doing it will follow along. haircut, so since I'm on this side of town, I'm gonna head over to Noodles and Company. They have really good zucchini noodles, and I don't really have anything at home that doesn't have to be cooked already. So I'm gonna do that and then go home and work for a bit, and then in the evening I am gonna go over and help my mom with her Christmas village building kind of thing. While I'm eating, I will be reading Just Mercy by Bryan Stevenson. I was able to read 5 or 6 pages probably while I was under the dryer while I was getting my haircut. So get back to that. Can I help it that Barnes & Noble happens to be right by Noodles and Company? Oops. I didn't really think about that. I honestly didn't premeditate that, but it's right there. I had to go in. So, of course, there's sales going on and all. So, the first 2 books, I can't show you everything because a couple are gifts, which are going to be for people who watch my videos. But the first 2 I just got, they're books that I read last year that I read on audiobook and I didn't have a physical copy of and wanted them. And An American Marriage by Tayari Jones and Sing Unburied Sing by Jesmyn Ward, both fantastic books that I loved and will likely reread at some point. Also, here's a little tip. If there's a book that you love, whether you have a copy of it or you don't, and you would like to own the copy, but also, there's like that last minute person that you didn't realize you needed to get a gift for. I like to have a few things kind of on standby in case if that is the case, and then if there's no one to give it to, I just get to keep it. The next one is hair on it. Wondersmith by by Jessica Townsend. The Calling of Morrigan Crow. This is the second book in the Nevermore books. I read Nevermore last year, right around Christmas, I think. I was waiting till Christmas to read it because I knew that there were 2 chapters that are Christmas settings. And so it just kind of feels like a Christmassy book to me. For my niece Charlie, who you may have seen on this channel before, Jimmy Fallon has a book, Everything is Mama. And she won't say mama yet. She's only saying dada. So I figure we could just hammer mama into her. And then, so here are another couple books that if I don't give them away as gifts, I'm very happy to keep them. And I think they're a good value. This is The Secret Garden. This is it says BG Classic Editions. Is this the Barnes & Noble? The plastic's on, so I can't tell. Barnes & Noble exclusive. It's like the children's classic editions. So The Secret Garden, which is a book that I want to reread, and the Peter Pan version of that as well. And then the last book I can't show you because it's for my nephew, and they watch, so I can't show it to you. But I got my nephew a book. He is a beginning reader, and so I got him a book that I think that he will be interested in and will be able to read, or will be able to read very soon at least. Alright, now I gotta go home and get some work done. Look at this goofball. You're just so happy to see me, huh? Yeah. We just got back from a nice, chilly walk. Huh. Did you eat your food yet? Alright. I gotta get back to some work.
Is putting be really careful around the track. It's putting the train on. I can't do anything. I gotta get the train up and on before I can figure out.
And when the moon is is on the rise. They all go up. Where are they going? They're going up the stairs.
So it's just after 1 o'clock on Friday afternoon, and I'm here with Sam. What did we do today? We just had music therapy, and then we've just been hanging out. So I'll probably insert some footage of Sam rocking out. He is a drummer. Let's see. Last night, I went to my parents' house and was helping my mom with her totally over-the-top Christmas village that she likes to build, and she literally built a mountain range. Crazy. I was gluing little rocks together, hot gluing them together to make little like stone fence things for her to put around her little village. That was actually quite fun to do. And then because their living room has been taken over by this Christmas village and all of the component parts before it is actually put together, there's no room for the kids. So my parents are watching my sister's kids today, but there's nowhere for them to be, particularly the 1-year-old who has got to roam around. So they're actually at my house right now. So I got to see my dad this morning and play with the baby and hang out. And so cooked them breakfast, and now here we are. So Sam and I are about to get back to reading Wildwood. We'll check in later. So it's Friday night at about 6:30, and I've just been editing some vlog footage, and I filmed another video for VLOGMAS that should be up in a few days or so, so keep an eye out for just more stuff. I'm going to try to get out several videos this month, more than the norm. It's fun being part of the whole VLOGMAS thing. I don't think I'm going to be able to have content up every day, but I think at least by doing some vlogs I will have some sort of activity represented every day, I suppose. Anyway, I've just been sitting here working at my computer, so I think I need to get some memoir writing in, so I'm gonna do that right after I set up the upload of this very vlog. Thank you for watching. See you around the tubes.